So we continue on into your September kriya. So this is a variation on the spinal series. We'll start seated. We'll move through the length of the spine, up and out of the collarbones, up and out through the crown of your head. Bring your hands together. Rub them lightly. Feel your hands become bright, your heart high, your chin lightly in, shoulders descend, belly strong. Feel your hands become bright. Feel it into the backs of your hands, into your wrists, up through the forearms, into the elbows. Feel it up through your upper arms, into the shoulder joints, behind your back, across your chest, meeting at the heart. So that when your hands become still, there's this ring of light, this doorway, portal. Just draw your thumbs in. Sitting tall, eyes closed, Ong Namo means I bow to everything outside of me. Everything that teaches me and guides me and nourishes me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. Everything that guides me and teaches me and nourishes me, outside and inside. Infinity and identity. Repeat after me. Ong Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo. Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, shake out your fingers. Shake out your legs and recross, keeping your heels quite far from your hips. And we'll start it out. Our playlist will begin on airplanes. And so get your music started. Airplane shadows. Hands on your thighs, sitting tall. Begin to draw a great circle into the floor. Find the fronts, the sides, and the backs of your hips and your seat. Inhale as you come across the front. Exhale as you roll across the back. As though your seat would become this perfect ball. That you were sitting and you were rolling the full circumference of that ball. And as you roll through that circumference, it starts to move through the navel and the waist. Through the spine. Into the ribs. Through the lungs and the chest, until it moved into the collarbones, into the throat, into the shoulder blades. Crown of the head stays a smaller circumference above you, a smaller movement of circle, and now loosen it. Eyes closed, move it. Using your exhalation to really empty out whatever's shifting internally. Just for 3. And 2. And reverse that circle. Drawing out, drawing back, drawing up. Once you find it in your body, find it in your breath. Start at the seat. Start in the hips and the legs, the outer thighs, the inner thighs. Feel it in your belly. And as the tension in your low body releases, get taller. And follow that circle and rise up, out of the pelvis. Rise up into the backs of your ribs. Under the arms, into the palms, leaving these traces of circles everywhere, the tops of your shoulders, the back of the head, the crown of the head. Then loosen it all, let it come together, let it be yours, let it go where it's needed, and keep the breath steady. 3, then 3 more sips as though through a straw. Hold that. So the heart comes up. Let the chin come to meet it. Pause there. Let it draw everything up, 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 and in. And to come out, we simply lift the chin lightly and then exhale without falling. Hands are on your shins. Keep hold of the shins. Draw your navel forward and send it back. So the eyes stay level. Crown of the head stays level. But it's as though there's a thread drawn through the navel and drawn back. If you were a puppet, you could be moved this way. Right? I'll turn sideways so you can see. Keep going. You're drawing your elbows back lightly. Your upper chest coming through the arms. In and out. So all day long we have a tendency to sink down into the bowl of the pelvis. And instead we're loosening the tension of the low back and we're rising up. Using the hands on the shins to lift ourselves up and out of the pelvis. And using the breath to loosen any tension. So we get lighter and looser the whole time. So that it's not a performance or an exercise. It's just a gesture, a forward and back, a setting ourselves free. Keep that going. Widen your hands to the fronts of your knees. Inhale up, exhale back. So with your hands wider, it's as though that thread now is coming through the center of your chest. A little higher. Your shoulder blades can draw a little further back. And you can loosen it. Loosen it. In and back. All the places that you've sat a little bit slumped down. Rise up, draw back. For 3. Yes. For 2. Good, good, good. Now sit up so tall and inhale 3 sips. Hold that in. Let the heart rise up. Soften your shoulders around it. Let your chin draw down so the back of your neck becomes so long and you are so tall and regal. Lift your chin. Exhale without falling. Stay so tall. Stay so tall. So hands come to face forward. Thumbs are pointing down. Wrap your fingers in. And your thumb tips come to your shoulders so your chest is broad and tall. Turn a little bit left and a little bit right. In left, out right. So you inhale left, exhale right. Closing your eyes, sitting up so tall. Sitting up so tall. There you go. Perfect. You're moving from the hips. The upper back relaxes. The work is in your navel, in your pelvis. And there's more a sense of a cord of rope turning from the base and all the way up your chin is last. Elbows come a little bit higher, chest stays tall, so we have a tendency to slump here, to fall apart, to drop in, and instead rise up, bend one elbow. Make right angles as you open up wide. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep rising up, out of the pelvis. Keep spinning, loosening your wrists and your fingertips without going wild. There's still a structure, there's still a container, and you are steady and you are strong. Just for 3 and for 2. And you keep turning, but your hands go straight up. Interlace your last 3 fingers, make a steeple. Turn quickly, in left, out right. And you'll bring your forearms towards each other, and that straightens your arms, and you rise up, your heart coming up, your chin lightly down, and spin. From the navel to the seat, down into the ground. From the heart to the crown of your head, to the tip of your fingers, up. Open the sides of your ribs, the sides of your shoulders. Quick, strong breath. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale straight up. 3 sips. Hold that. Firm the arms. Point up. Heart up. Chin lightly in. Let it gather. Let it build. To come out. The elbows first. The shoulders. The chin. The exhalation. The hands coming down. Backs of your hands rest on your thighs. And pause a beat. Then shake out your hands, shake out your feet. Exactly like that. So that you can find that little slightly bent knee action that we had in our warm-up. So that the toes are pointing up, the knees are a little bit bent, and you're sitting right on your blanket. Hands out, fingers pull in, thumbs are up. And you'll inhale a little bit forward, exhale a little bit back. Inhale forward. Exhale back, and you're using the tips of your heels to help yourself draw forward and back. Now the temptation when we roll back is to round, right? There's a root, and instead draw your shoulders are the first thing to go back, and you're plugged into the tips of your heels, and your shoulder blades are coming closer and closer to your spine. And once you find that, you close your eyes, inhale, come forward, exhale, go back. And where can you go in this pose? Does it need to be smaller or quicker? Does it need to be bigger? So that you can relax your thighs and be strong right from the navel to the heart. But nothing else. The arms aren't clinging. The hands aren't tense. If you need to, open your hands as you come forward and exhale. Close your fingers back. But you become strong. This place at the center of our body, this work between the solar plexus and the navel, this is our ability. And the more we show up and the more we feel ourselves persevere, the more we have self-confidence, the more we believe in what we're doing, the more we trust our own internal word. I will do that. We know it will be so. This is the center of the body. This is the home of the self. This is our mortal choice, our flesh and blood. Exhale back, inhale forward. We go 10 times. This is the state of mind that continues us forward when we would falter. Doesn't need to be aggressive. It can be so beautiful and graceful and smiling, and we do not look back. On we go, steady and generous. 3 and 2 and 1. Perfect. And draw back, pause for a beat, and then sit up tall. Cross your legs in, bend your left elbow, drop the elbow down by your rib, hand is wide, palm forward, fingertips of the other hand to your heart, and then you change. I'm not moving my spine, I'm not moving my ribs, I'm turning by opening and closing my hand. I'm drawing my shoulder blade down my back, each one a ha. The fingers spread. I'm fanning my heart, fanning the flames. The lips together, the breath stays the same. If you're creating tension in your shoulders, bend your elbows more. Bring your elbows closer to your ribs. Keep your hands a little bit lower. If you have the space, you can get a little bit wider. And stay, you got 30 seconds just this way. Each exhale. X, 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 X. The navel is strong. The breath is strong. 2, 1. 2 hands wide. Inhale. 3 sips, hands up. Reach straight, hard up. Let your chin rest. Let your shoulders draw down. Open your hands wide, straight as an arrow. Let it build. The chin lifts. The elbows bend. The shoulders exhaling. The hands coming all the way down. And pause. Feel it in your palms. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your face and your back. The upper body opening. Just pausing to be aware. From the navel to the ground, our mortal choices, our home, our work. But when we pass above the heart, our inspiration, we ascend, we elevate, we rise, we receive. Shake it out, we're going to come to stand. Open and close your hands, shake out your legs, and as you come to stand up, you'll begin to roll your shoulders up and back, up and back. Let your knees be soft, out through the hands, exhaling, and exhaling, and exhaling, and exhaling. 3, 2, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So that when your hands come down, they stay steady, and you can turn your chin to the left and your chin to the right. Now, neutral, hands to your hips, fingers are forwards, thumbs point back. In this posture, we're broad, standing tall, turn left, and exhale right. In left, out right. So there's no force in the movement of the chin to the shoulder. But it's this tiniest of pauses. And in that pause, we let the top of the neck, the shoulder, the upper back release. Feeling it through the front of the shoulder, the side of the neck, the base of the skull. We keep a tremendous amount of tension. When we sit with our heart dropping forward, our hands in front of us, the weight of our head is sent to our neck and upper back. So getting your crown upright, rinse that out. Transferred. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. One more, each side. And now we pause and bring your palms together. Soften your knees, wag your tail, step your feet just hip distance. So the chest is broad. There's this space in the throat. I'm here to speak. As you extend your arms straighten out and your chin follows your thumbs. So as you bring your thumbs back into the heart, the chin tucks down. Inhaling up and open. And then exhaling all the way in. And the eyes close. Just for the next minute and a half, you move at a pace that has meaning. Gathering in, praising out, the fall of the chin, the back of your neck growing long, the extension of your arms, the heart lifting high. Slow it down. Make it yours. For 3. Just going one more time. And all the way in. Staying just as you are, the hands go wide out, the thumbs point up. Roll your thumbs down. And then roll your thumbs open. Exhale, your chin following your thumbs. Inhaling, rolling open. Exhale, rolling down. We go a little quicker. To open, to close. To open, to close. For 3. Really turning the palms. For 2. And for 1. Bring your hands down beside you. Last gesture. Interlace your fingers behind the base of your neck. Wrap your elbows in. And then you'll press your palms straight up. And you'll bend your elbows in. Inhale, press up. Exhale, in, out, in, out. Now, if your hands don't go behind your head, that makes all the sense in the world. So bring your knuckles down to the front of your chest. And as you do, reach the heels of your hands towards each other. So each of these movements, we're opening from the back of the shoulder through the back of the arm to the tip of your elbow. And keep lifting, that you're getting taller. Up out of the shoulders, up out of the ribs, up out of the pelvis. Getting longer and longer. And right when you want to give up, you loosen it and you lengthen. There's no force. Go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Bring your hands down. Sweep up. Turn your palms away. Sweep down. 10 times. Like that. Close your eyes and be very strong in your arms. Be very strong in your breath, as though you were sweeping clear, shoveling the walk, opening the upper back, the chest, the hands, and in particular the space around you. In particular the space around you. Comb it out. Clear it out, that what's needed can come through, that the opportunities you're seeking can make their way all the way in, that what you have to offer and share can find its way out. For 4. Last up. Perfect. Sweep wide. Bend your knees. Walk your hands down your body. Rest on your elbows, on your knees. Drop your head. If your fingertips reach the floor, go. Bend your knees, a wag of the tail, a side to side. Open your feet, a half step. Loosen. Drop the crown of your head. Oh, let the spine dangle long. Wag your weight from side to side, different feet. And then gently deeper bend, deeper bend, deeper bend down toward a squat until your seat finds your blanket. You come upright, legs crossed, hands resting on your thighs. And sit tall and be still. And feel as your outer body, as that tumult, that change in gravity, as we become upright beings again, feel everything settle. And in that settling, the spine, that central seam, rising tall. Just be still for one more moment. If this is where we part, have a wonderful day. Take a moment of stillness in your Shavasana. Or go on with me. 10 minutes in meditation. It will change